Hey guys.
They were the ones. Goodness, for whoever smashed those stupid speakers.
Now today,
Oh, I can't feel my face.
I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different and for my channel, seeing as I actually
on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's
I'm
like
not
driving
sure.
inside a bounce house around here.
I wanted to upload my video for this week. However, I got an idea.
Chilly up here, huh? Like more chilly.
And, yeah. For today, hang on. I'm going to be showing you guys the DLC character that's from LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2.
Roll a big snowball down the mountain. Times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
Although, because I don't... Excuse me. Because I don't want to move, I think I better just do this individually.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside
Okay.
a bounce house around here.
Here we go.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
Our first character is named
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied
Alita.
voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Ogurt.
I can't feel my face.
I always thought Kunlun had a
There she
ship
is.
on the mountain. Shame Kang didn't bring that into Chronopolis. Guess you must have had a budget to stick to.
Next up is Charlie 27. Big guy. And now that I'm actually thinking about it, he actually has the same stuff as Alita. Next up is Major Victory. Yeah, hoorah.
Snow here's a waste of money, huh? Well,
Wielding Captain America a shield, eh?
saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier. Maybe
Bear with me. I'm trying to do a thing. And while holding the camera at the same time. There we go! Oh. Sorry about that. Too close to Dr. Doom. Okay.
something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Next we have
This isn't yelling at me when I walk past him.
Martinex. Hope I'm saying that right. Another star bearer. Huh?
All this snow here is a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now, Mom?
Next up is Nikki. Another star bearer.
I hope we don't get any trouble.
Not a smart one. Next up is Starhawk.
Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Yet another star bearer. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Next up is Yondu Classic. Next star, the classic enemy of Star Lord. Nice. Next up is Hulk 2099. By the way, fair warning ahead of time, he's gonna be a lizard. As for why he is a lizard, on the other hand, I have no idea. But he does not transform back into Bruce Banner from 2099. Oh well. Anyway, next up is Captain Azria. The Azria version of Captain America. Next up is Daredevil Noir. Sort of like the actual Daredevil, minus the black coloring. However, he does have the trademark Daredevil Billy Club. Next up is Iron Man 2020. And I have to say, out of all the DLC characters, I like this one the most because I'm not sure why, but just the gold
superhero supply store.
the highlight
Always seems to be in some
just
sort of trouble. Yesterday,
does it for me.
you learn to tune it out.
Plus, Iron Man has a mustache.
Seen any of those surveillance drones for a while? Guess someone took care of them, huh?
Next up is Lady Spider. No relationship to the ultimate, or should I say, the superior Spider-Man, hopefully. Next up is Nosferatu. No relation or similarity is with the DC version of Nosferatu,
Taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be
thankfully.
ancient martial arts.
Next up is Warmaker. Almost like Warlord from DC, but not much. Anyway, next up is Gorilla Man. Not Gorilla Grodd, Gorilla Man. Not bad. Next up is Jimmy Woo.
The giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball. So to melt all this snow. Of course, that
Now, if I remember correctly, Jimmy Woo is Doctor Strange assistant, but I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, I have the infinite power sheet on. Anyway, next up is M11. He's a robot. Well, apparently cannot jump, ironically. Anyway, next up we have Uranian. And he's the master of cosmic energy. Whoops! Didn't mean to turn the map on.
The Statue of Liberty look a little off to everybody else? No? Just me?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
And according to Dr. Doom,
Isn't yelling at me when I walk past him.
boom, and this beams a heat ray. Next up we have Venus.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient
woman.
martial art or something.
And with a powerful singing voice, apparently.
We are joined to so
Next up is the Ravager incarnation of Rocket Raccoon.
Gotta be sweet.
Well, Rocket, I hate to bust your bubble, but I'm not doing a video adventure, but I can give you a quick video of training as you run around the mansion.
We're not gonna get attacked again, are we?
And time.
You seen that superhero supply store?
Almost no,
It always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple.
almost a few seconds.
Tune it out.
Well, he's in a good mood now. Anyway,
Just want to go home already.
keep the payment. And Rocket. Next up is Ego, Star-Lord's dad. Now, before we go any further, I would like to show you guys one thing that kind of gets me confused about this incarnation. And that... Hang on, I got... There. Anyway, this is what bugs me about this incarnation of Ego.
In the Iron Fist.
Yeah, you can turn into a small version
Questionable
of his planet,
on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of
which has a face. As I'm just noticing. It's kind of creepy. Next up is Krangolin. Nothing too special about this guy, it looks like.
We're not gonna get attacked again, are we?
But hey, what can I do? What can you do? Oh, it's Marvel. Next up is Stakar O'Gordon.
Sitting without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
Not bad. Alright, not bad. Like the uniform. And the blaster. Looking cool. On this side. Gun. Really cool.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snakes.
Nice.
Maybe they got up here tomorrow.
Next up is the Ravager incarnation of Star-Lord.
What am I in for today?
A video.
Star-Lord, legendary outlaw.
And of course, and just look.
Apparently there's some kind
The other two incarnations of Star-Lord,
Man,
just Star-Lord
fancy
and Star-Lord Greytop, Ravager Starlo can take his visor off and put it back on, of course.
Taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of
Next up is
something.
Tulk.
All this danger
Not Hulk,
really makes you
Tulk.
realize how precious every moment is.
Tullk. No, not bad. Blasters are cool. And apples look like, bazookas. Wait a minute. I'm just noticing this. Those are stud launchers.
Superhero supply store? Seems to be in some sort of trouble.
And like most characters, he has a
Put it out.
berserk attack! I like that. Next up is the totally awesome Hulk.
Apparently, there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that room.
Show off.
Man, I do not get that fancy art style.
And of course, like regular Hulk, he can transform into who
Paper Dragon did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue star.
Joe and back like the awesome Hulk, of course.
Frozen diamond, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that looks like my mom.
And some Hulk. I'm not taking your picture. I'm just making a video. Next up, we have Sparky, who's actually not just not a normal dog. Trust me,
Fragment.
but a normal dog.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Somebody already
Yep,
won?
that can fly. Oh, and teleport. With I forgot.
Was some questionable
Oh,
rating.
hang on. And Sparky needs to go for walkies. No, Sparky, not on the bench. Good boy. Now, back to the ranch. Next up we have Hawkeye. Hey, Bishop. Not Will. And according to
Too bad.
no, she's a female version of Hawkeye. I'm not gonna judge because I don't want to be sexist. Next, we have a female version of Iron Man called Ironheart. But she cannot transform into her original ego. Oh, but we can. We do have a glimpse of who she is, which I skipped. Apparently. Next up, we have Nova, from Lego Marvel Spider-Man 1. However, this is the new suited version of Nova, and of course, he can fly, like in the original game. Next up is Viv, V-I-V. And it looks like she can fire cosmic energy from her forehead, which, according to Dr. Doom, is a heat ray. But we messed with him once already with the video. Now, let's see. Next up is Wasp. Nadia Pam. And of course, like with the original Wasp, she can shrink into the size of a wasp. and grow back to her original size. But can she grow giant? No, she can't. Next up is Moon Girl. Well, the high tech and the techie. She doesn't really have any actual powers, but she's wickedly smart. Plus, you don't need any powers to be a hero. No, 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 no. Dr. Doom, stop playing and bowling with her.
2 Manhattans. Ha ha ha.
Next up is Moon Girl's pet dinosaur, Devil Dinosaur. Good boy. Alright, and yes, like you saw, he has a, wait for it, Sonic Roar! Watch again, and Sonic Roar! Next up is the Vibranium suit incarnation of Black Panther.
Once more.
And like the original Black Panther character, yeah, not a spinning attack, but a full burst attack.
It's really dangerous out there.
Next up is an Eric Killmonger. The Whoops, wait. And from his normal Killmonger, her suit, to its Panther suit.
4 Manhattans. Ha ha ha.
Next up is Everett K. Ross. Looks like your typical SHIELD agent.
There was some questionable training taken.
But well, I'll take what I can work with.
Ancient martial art or something.
Next up is Ulysses. His Claw.
I flew across the world to get
Yep. He has a high-tech missile launch and gauntlet. Sweet.
plane tickets. Pretty costly.
Ooh! And it apparently fire an energy bolt.
Fragment out of the cave.
Next up is Nakia,
Oh, man.
which if I by her stature, she's Black Panther's elite guards. Slash elite generals.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
Don't get out of her way.
Maybe I've been up here too long.
Next up is Okoye, who is the leader of Black Panther's guard, slash his personal elite guard. Sorry for that. I was moving the wrong joystick.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty, seriously.
Next up is Blackout.
Kind of bounce house around
He
here.
probably gets his power. And yes, I thought that was going to be an electrical beam too. Oh well, I guess. Next up is the mysterious cloak. Who can not just teleport, but turn invisible, apparently. Impressive. Next up is his friend, Dagger. Next up is the man who killed Aunt May. Slash... Officer Morales. And as for his first name, I can't remember. And it looks like his negative energy beam is pure electricity. Next up is another character from the first video game, Nightmare. But this time, he has a pet. Yep, a dark unicorn.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
Plus, he kind of doesn't really look very intimidating. And that's a little bit annoying. Next up is Shroud.
Where should I go for lunch?
Who apparently can throw explosive boomerangs. Interesting. Next up is Vermin.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That is why
And he may be old,
when I walk past him.
but it looks like thanks to his special high-tech robotic suit, he can still pull it off. Next up is Alex Wilder,
I actually kind of missed those K announcements.
who has the power of teleportation, apparently.
They got
Nice.
good for whoever smashed those stupid speakers.
Next up is Chase Steen, who has laser-firing gauntlets, which gives him the ability to fly. Cool.
It's already that big.
Doom, get out of the way! Next up is Gertrude. Your guess. She's not your and Gertrude. Who apparently actually has the same ability as Spider-Gwen. Leia could be... Hey, Gertrude! How's that for a finish? Anyway, next we have
Some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building.
Nico
I do not get that fancy.
Minoru, who apparently, according to Gwenpool, is a witch. And if I remember correctly, she can perform time spell. That was like Doctor Strange.
I flew across the world,
Next up, we have
and now it's right in my backyard. Enlightenment and Marshall
Carol.
Street may be priceless. Those plane tickets definitely cost.
Dean. Hope I'm saying that right.
You see that superhero?
Good change. here, and fire beam is a pure energy. It was a beam of heat, which is beam. I mean. Next up is the Haze, who is wicked strong. He has her own berserk attack, but there we go. Because like with Hulk, looks or any other strong character game, she can do this. Next up is Lace, but because of the environment, and we need to relocate. So just give me a sec. Okay, give me one moment because I'm in traffic. Okay, I'm good now. Anyway, now that we're in Wakanda,
That frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that looks like my mom.
I guess that's the next DLC. There.
Right, let's go get
Oh,
Nexus fragment
late.
out of the cave.
Now the reason why I want
Man,
to
somebody already got it.
change location to Wakanda is because, yeah, at least he's a Velociraptor, and I probably should have done them with Dino and Sora. Oh well.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers
But
mansion earlier. Think it
I
had
like
anything to do with that
little
massive
dinosaur.
in the sky? Probably unrelated.
This Velociraptor, or has her own sonic roar. Good girl. Next up, we have called Obsidian. He has his powerful hammer, and like with Thor, he can
Nice to see you. Gets me every time.
do something, and it requires me to move, get closer to a target. Anyway, like with Thor, he can throw his hammer, and of course he can get it back. But unlike with Thor, he has a charge attack.
I could have totally been the Iron Fist.
Anyway, next
I cut out damn.
we have Thanos with all six Infinity Stones,
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That is
giving him the power. Whoops. Giving him the power beam, which is, excuse me, of course, a heat ray. Really far power bolts. Hang on. Pesky King officer.
Questionable training taking place.
And unlike in
Must be some new
like his
ancient martial art or something.
unlike the DLC from the original Lego Marvel Superheroes game, he actually has his special power chair, which allows him to fly. Oh, and he also can inverse time with the time stone, obviously. As for the other stones, they're just for show. Anyway, next we have Corvus. This Glavius. Thanos' right hand man,
There's a suspicious man skulking around behind the city.
who just has his staff.
Something about the white gorilla cult, so I'm staying
But
well away.
oh well.
The hand.
At least he has a
Must be the hand. Nobody else could.
At least he has a cool spitting attack. Next is Obani Maw, another one of Thanos' minions.
Guess you must have had a budget to stick to.
He tinkers, if I correctly, hence his shield remote.
Keep up the good work, hero. I mean, I don't really follow the news, but I'm assuming it's good.
Anyway, next up we have my buddy, the Avengers Infinity War incarnation of
I am Groot.
Groot.
It's always reassuring to see Shuri doing her rounds.
And now you're probably wondering, but Tim, why do you like this incarnation of Groot so much? Well, no, it's not because of this. It's actually because it's in. You guys remember the movie? A Groot who sacrificed one of his arms to create like Stormbreaker, as such saving Thor's life. Because in order to forge Stormbreaker. Oh, I got one more. Dancing in the moonlight. Activating dance mode. And make 5 characters dance. Nice. Anyway, the reason why Thor was on the brink of death was because he took the full force of his star to forge a new hammer, because his stepsister. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, here it is. Hela crushed it. And so, ergo, enter Stormbreaker. Anyway, next we have Proxima Midnight,
Saw a monkey fighting
the only female member of
Maybe
Thanos' ragtag team of thugs.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain.
And by looks of things, her staff can be electrified for a cool spin attack. Excuse me.
What do you mean? Dr. Crocodile isn't a real polka dot? Well, that's my day ruined.
Next up is Super Giant, who creates sonic shockwaves.
That pig farmer really needs to up her security.
However,
Little blighters are constantly escaping and trading mud all over the place.
don't let the name fool you. She cannot grow giant, apparently. Oh well. Next up is Mark II of Hulkbuster.
You seen that superhero
But unlike-
supply store? Lady
Like his
seems to be in some sort of trouble.
the incarnation from the first game, he can fly. Also, like Hulkbuster, he can fire missiles or fire energy bursts. However, he has no need to pull out the ground, and seeing as he has his own powers. Anyway, next we have the Ant-Man and the Wasp incarnation of
Nobody
Ant-Man. Ant-Man. And like the other incarnations of Ant-Man, he can grow giant, or shrink down to the size of an ant.
That giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball. So
Next we have Crossfire.
of course, Spelling had a giant fireball to deal with.
Oh, hang on. Gang officer's coming. It's not gonna be this. Never mind. But even though he has berserk, that shotgun's not for show. Okay, maybe it is just for show. Oh well. Next we have Ant-Man's arch enemy, Egghead, who has a gun that fires eggs that turn the victim into a chicken. While yes, I played the DLC levels. Anyway, next we have Ghost, who of course can fly. And like the typical Ghost, those ghosts look at the camera. It doesn't have multiple eyes, but that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he can turn invisible. And of course, that beam is electrifying. And yes, it can become invisible again. Next up is Giant Man.
Odd that I'm really craving ice cream.
As Hatra, who, like his original ego, can, hence the name, grow giant,
Thinking about this Kang guy, and I
or
don't think I care for him.
shrink and down to the size of an ant.
Right. Let's go get that.
Next up is the Human Fly,
What do you mean?
who, like the name suggests, can fly,
Oh, man.
but cannot shrink down to the size of a fly. But he does have a awesome berserk attack. Because unlike normal berserk attacks, I just go berserk.
I flew across the world to get to
Yes, just
Cleveland, and now
that.
it's right in my backyard.
Next up
And
is
martial art
Cassie Lang,
prices.
aka
Those planes
Stinger.
definitely cost.
who can shrink down to the size of a bee. Like Ant-Man and Wasp. And like Giant Man can grow giant. And yes, also like Ant-Man.
Big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face
And the last
in the
one,
sky? Nah. Probably unrelated.
one we got is Wasp, Hope, and Die, who, like the original Wasp, can fly. However, oh yes, she can shrink the size of a wasp and grow giant. Now in closing, and just let me change back to Iron Man, which is the nanite suit. And that'll be it. Oh, by the way, this Dr. Doom is a customized character. And if you guys help me bring this video to 10 likes, I will show you guys how
Frozen guy
I did it.
But I got totally distracted with
And
food.
see you guys next Friday.